What the hell is even that?
Alright, what's up everybody? So, a little bit different episode today. I'm going to be working on my buddy Adrian's Nissan 200SX. It's like a mid-80s car. Basically, the car is just used as a drift car, so it's kind of beat up, it's battered, whatever. The front half of it uses an S13 like style suspension, so plenty of parts, plenty of aftermarket for that setup. It's a little bright out here, so the sun's getting in my eye. Anyways, so the rear suspension is completely clamped out. You can't get anything for them. It's just a weird wonky style, I guess. I didn't see the original style that was in here because he had already cut out some stuff before he brought it to me. But basically I cut out a bunch more than what he cut out. Cut it now, and I'm going to be putting this G35 rear subframe in it. One for his car and one for the Edsel. So I sold the 8.8 that was going in the Edsel, and I'm going to be doing an IRS setup. An IFS, so independent front suspension, and an IRS, so independent rear suspension. But basically, yeah, I'm going to be grafting in this rear subframe. The G35, G37, and the Z33 platforms, and I believe the Z34s are very similar. They use almost the same parts. I think the Z34, so the 370Z is...
God bless you. Thank you.
Oh dear Lord. It's just a slightly different, but they're interchangeable as far as that goes. So that was the point of going with this. It's more modern, tons more aftermarket support, especially from GK Tech. So obviously you guys should know me from GK Tech and Officer Dan and everything. What's up, baby? So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So the complete back half of it is gonna get lopped off, round tubed, basically just almost full race car, if you can say. Like I said, it's not a pretty car by any means. It's a cool car, but it's not pretty. So cutting out all the old and just making room for new. So I'm gonna make completely new mounts. I'm gonna do a completely new like structure and everything in the back, which is good because this gets me more practice not only on like my cars but someone else's car. So this is the car. It's I don't remember the year of it, to be honest with you, but it is a Nissan 200SX. Little drift car. Looks like an 86 Corolla. But basically, I mean, it's a little beaten, battered or whatever, but so he already took all the rear suspension out and started cutting a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna be honest, this chassis is really weird, but whatever, it is what it is. So I'm thinking, I guess there was a wheel well and like the fuel tank and everything right here. So obviously that's all gone. It's just a shell. So I'm thinking I'm gonna cut all of this out all the way up until the hump right there, because laying the G35 subframe under here, oh look at the mess, oh goodness.
Clean that fucking shit up, bitch!
But laying the G35 subframe under here, the front mounts kind of protrude over here somewhere. So I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of this, and like I said, I'll box it in. There are frame rails right there, or you know, frame rails, unibody frame rails. So I'm gonna box those up and then I'll make new mounts off of those after I'm done cutting everything. And then yeah, then I can make mounts for these. And so what I'm thinking is get new bolts I'm gonna make steel sleeves that will come out and protrude. I don't know about that much, but for now I'm gonna get to cutting some stuff and see where the unibody lies, get a lot of the stuff out. So time to cut.
Cut it, cut it.
Alright, so I got a bunch knocked out of the 200SX. I still need to come through. I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take these down some more and probably take that down as much as I can to this flange, just to clean all this up. This will get cut out as well. I still need to cut out the frame there, or I guess the unibody structure. So I still need to do that. Same thing with this side, gonna cut a lot of this out still. And then back here, I basically just kind of made these flush. I can probably trim them down a little bit more. That's where the unibody connected from, you know, back to the front. So basically this area is pretty smashed. It used to be for like a wheel well, so that's why it has that curve in the middle. I don't know why this is all smashed up like this right here. I'm assuming they were trying to get this flat. I'm gonna box that off there. So I'm gonna make a plate for that, weld that up. Same thing over there. I'm gonna close that thing up, weld it, clean it, and then I'm going to make an entirely new section here. So I don't know if I'm going to exactly just cut this stuff out and I'll go ahead and like make a new structure, or if I'm going to just kind of box over it to kind of clean up all that ugliness, because you're never going to really see back there anyways. What is it, 1/8 inch plate or whatever, then you're never going to see that. Plus it's going to structurally strengthen up everything in the back here, and then it also gives me a base to build off of. So yeah, gonna be trimming a whole bunch more on Adrian's Nissan. Once I get all that trimmed and everything cleaned as far as like how I want it, I can plate this back section because that's gonna take a little bit of time. And then one of the things I'm gonna do after that is I'm gonna make the like tube structure, the G35 subframe. So I'll probably make that outside of the car, and then I'll kind of bring it up into the car. Then I can kind of like figure out my points and everything like that. I think the front of it, where it's sitting now, I don't know because of the spindles and arms aren't on. That there is about where it's gonna sit with the diff and everything. It might come a little bit further back of the front of that subframe. If this is where it sits, it might scoot back a little bit more. One of the things I'm gonna have to do is get the wheels and tires he's gonna run, set up all the spindles on the arms, and kind of sit this thing in there, put something to hold it steady so it doesn't move back and forth or whatever, and I'll get all my measurements. So basically, that'll help me know where everything's gonna sit. See it over there. So if I cut into this in the tunnel, so it's gonna open up all this, give me some leeway for lifting up the G35 subframe, and then like I said, it'll have those tubes on top. So yeah, so if I have a tube coming up right here somewhere, I can branch off, and then I can kind of go up there, or I can plate off that entire section there. I can weld tubes there to support the body, but obviously that'll come once I get all this cut out. It's all kinds of like trashed back here.
This is garbage, garbage.
So I'm going to just make an entirely new box, but also leave that structure there possibly, just because it's still strong the way it is, even though it's all crumpled and everything. But I can plate over it, box it, and get it all done up. The only reason I have this in here is because I'm playing with it, getting some ideas. So yeah, that's about that.
Dark side, light this bitch up.
so went ahead, cut up some tube, got it all tacked up on the like washers or washer bolts, washer studs, whatever. So got them all tacked up, got them a little bit angled. I'll probably still clean them up a little bit more, but if you can tell, basically what I'm gonna do is I might angle these differently, and then I'll have a tube that'll come up off of these, and then it'll go to that tube there, same thing there, come up, come off of those, go there, and then probably crisscross in the middle somewhere, do some cool plating or something like that. But yeah, so this is basically the idea, or like the start of the idea. Not too bad, to be honest. Due to weather, I just want to put some content out for you guys. I'm going to probably just put this video out, and then we'll just kind of go along every single day, try to make some progress on either this or the Edsel. So yeah. So as always, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, we'll probably do these in like part series or something like that, of that nature. We will get some more, or I guess, I don't know why I say we. I guess I'm thinking of the voice in my head or whatever. I'm stupid.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
Crazy. But I'll get more work done this week and try to put out some more videos for you guys. But this will wrap up today. I'll throw in a bunch of other footage that I have so far of Adrian's car, and then yeah, this is a good starting point. So thanks dudes, appreciate it, bye.